RodzSquad review of one of the coolest horror franchises out there up to date right now, The Walking Dead. Now, I've been a fan of this show ever since it first came out back in 2009. I have to say, it is a fantastic show. I mean, the acting is solid, the characters are freaking insane, the plots are just crazy driven. I mean,
and
so
the zombies are very disgusting.
The way we love them. We love that gore, we like horror. If you're a Romero fan and you like classic stuff about zombie franchises, jump in this Kirkman stuff right here. I mean, Robert Kirkman outdid himself with this series on the concept of living in a horrifying society, living in a dead society, living in a post-apocalyptic world. I mean, it was so fantastic the way he showed how human beings, actual civilized human beings, go from being normal to insane. I mean, these guys pretty much become worse than the walkers themselves. I mean, right? When it came to season 4, I mean, alright, so let's go. Talk about season 1.
Season 1. Introduction. Officer Rick Grimes wakes up from a coma, and he finds out the world is inhabited by zombies. How cool is that? He goes nuts, crazy, looking for his family. Eventually, he does find his family. They go off. And here we go on to season 2.
Wait till you find out that his best friend was doing his wife.
Oh yeah. Season 2.
Season 2, wow. The introduction of the Green Farm? I mean, this is when they introduced characters from the comic books like Herschel, Maggie. You know, they added a little bit of extra characters in the show. For example, the character of Beth, I don't recall her ever being in the comics. I mean, she's pretty new, but you know what? Let her just hang out there, because Beth does become a badass. I have to admit it, for a 17-year-old girl, she really does know how to kick some ass. But this is a very good season, even though it's mostly driven around the plot between Rick Grimes and Shane. You know, because Shane was doing his wife.
They have a little love triangle.
So it's like a love triangle thing going on, but towards the freaking mid-season finale, and towards, oh man, when Rick has to confront his best friend,
Shane goes into a jealous rage and tries to kill him.
Oh man.
Season 3. Introduction of the
Governor. One of the most badass characters in the comic books, man.
Yes.
This prison arc, I mean, it's intense. I love the Governor. He is one of the most evil, devious assholes in this universe.
God,
I mean,
everybody hated him.
Tortured the hell out of Michonne. I mean, he raped the crap out of her in the comics. It's too bad they didn't show that in the show. But it was a really fantastic introduction of him. I mean, this guy, David Morrissey, he portrayed him so well. I mean, I like how when they first enter Woodbury, he's portrayed as this kind-hearted fellow. Hey guys, welcome to Woodbury. This is where all survivors come and live a civilized lifestyle. But little do you know, he's hiding something deep lurking in his...
He's a psychopath.
I mean, come on, he has a freaking tank full of heads and a reanimated corpse of his daughter, which he talks to every single day. Oh, but once you find out what he really is, for the monster he is, I love it when he gets into that fight with the show.
Okay. Last season. Just happened. Season 4.
Season 4 was freaking beautiful. This is the ending of the prison arc, and the very last time you would ever see the Governor. I mean,
yay, Governor died.
Well, she was happy about it. I have to admit it. You know, I was happy too. That guy was a freaking jerk off.
He was an asshole.
I mean, this season is very powerful though. A lot of the episodes are freaking sad. I mean,
I didn't like the Governor ones too.
Yeah, but when they killed Herschel,
that was sad.
And with the little girls, Lily.
Oh, those girls. One of them were crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was horrible because it shows you how these children cannot function in this post-apocalyptic world.
Well, some can. Look at Carl.
Yeah, but not all of them are Carl Grimes.
That's true.
So, I mean, what can you do? This kid has a freaking badass for a father. What do those little girls have? Nothing.
I'm sorry. This man went crazy. And at the end, he pushed for his saying. They couldn't say it on TV, but what did he say at the end on this?
Oh, my favorite line from the comic books. Fucking
people.
I love that saying.
Yes.
I mean, I was so happy that AMC did that for the DVD because they couldn't view it on the actual TV show, but that was freaking...
We were so surprised when we saw the end and saw that original line in the story.
Now, both of us really do love this series, but I have to admit that I'm more of a Rick Grimes fan than anything. I mean,
I'm a Daryl fan.
Well, Daryl's cool, but I'll go with the comics. I mean, Rick Grimes is the star of the show, and if it wasn't for him making the sacrifices and choices he had to throughout this series, it wouldn't have been the same without him. He's a great character.
True, true. They did try to do a show with him dead, and Carl had to deal with him. But at the end, Carl did meet his father.
Kirkman, why did you do that? Why did you try to make it seem like Rick died? I mean, if it was true, I would have been so angry.
Yes.
I mean, that's my favorite character. You cannot kill off Rick Grimes.
Okay, that's our review for The Walking Dead. Stay tuned for season 5.
Definitely. Coming out October 12th. You guys gotta watch it. I mean, this show's badass as it is. You can't miss it.
Yes.
Hannibal.